Is now taking notes. This call is now being recorded.
So today we are going to be learning about something we call a new distributor orientation. So this training is basically for each and every member of the better version of yourself community. So long as you have an account, you need to be seeing this presentation at least 2 to 3 times in a week, because this is what is going to give you the fuel. Remember, joining the business is not enough. Just joining the business is not enough. You need to be part of the trainings, and these trainings are going to be the pillars of your business. Now, I want all of us to use the chat box and type in NDO. NDO means New Distributor Orientation. Now, this is the first training that each and every new member, after joining the business or after like a week, they're supposed to go through such a training like this, because this training is going to help them to now realize what they're supposed to do, what they're supposed uh, to to practice on a daily basis for them to continuously build their business. Now, guys, I believe the moment you started your business, the moment you decided that I want to be part of something, I want to be part of this growing organization, that is the B-Boy community, I believe you had so many thoughts, you did your best, you went and raised capital for you to join the business, and eventually you got your account, you started the business, and after getting your account, you started asking yourself, now what's next? What am I supposed to do next? Now, by the time you are asking yourself these questions, something happened, and you found yourself in deep thoughts. You found yourself doubting. You found yourself in a position where we call it a fear zone. Two things happened. Doubt and fear kicked in immediately. So you started doubting yourself. Did I make the right decision? You also started facing some fears that you never had. Now, the first fear that you faced was fear of rejection. The first doubt that you ever faced is doubting if you made the right decision, doubting if you're going to succeed in this business. I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, whatever you felt, I also felt it when I was joining in the business. And I want to tell you, first of all, hold on, relax. It is very normal. Whatever you faced is something very, very, very normal in every entrepreneur. Once you start something, you always get yourself into those two first challenges. You doubt yourself, you fear, and I believe if that never happened, then you wouldn't know if you have started a business. So whatever you felt is very, very normal. Now, I want us to know some of the doubts that you faced. Now, the first one is I want you to first of all realize that doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Now, if you doubt yourself, if you doubt that the business is going to work, if you try to doubt the business, just know that that is a dream being killed. Okay. So doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will, because you might decide to fail forward. You might decide to continue building the business, still doubting the business, but still failing in the business, but eventually you find yourself succeeding. The next one is self-doubt is the anchor that keeps our ships from sailing. Self-doubt, haujiamini, you no longer feel you can get results with such a business like this. The next one is doubt your doubts before you doubt your faith. Doubt your doubts. The first thing you're supposed to know is that you're supposed to doubt your doubts. Whatever you feel that is not working so far, you need to doubt it because you have not yet tried it. You need to try it and now see how you can fix it. Now, what is the meaning of fear? Fear means false expectations appearing real. So fear, unaogopa nini? What is that you're fearing? Are you fearing to be rejected? Are you fearing of what people are going to say to you after joining our business? Are you fearing that you might not succeed as fast as you thought? So fear means false expectations appearing real. So you had some expectations, but those expectations, they appear now as if that you're not going to hit those goals that you had set for yourself. The first fear that you're going to face is the fear of rejection. Use the chat box and type in fear of rejection. And I want to, first of all, remind each and every person who is listening to me today is that fear of rejection is something very normal. You're going to feel uh, as if people are not going to join your business. You're going to feel that once you show the business to someone, people are going to ask you, are you really making money in the business? Are you really getting to are you really benefiting from this business? This is just something called fear of rejection, because you fear to be rejected by people who are not yet in the business. But I want to tell you that we face we get rejected on a daily basis. We take rejection for breakfast. So don't blame yourself because you feel as if you won't really succeed in this business. It is something which is very normal, and rejection is very normal. Personally, I take rejection as fuel. It is something that keeps on giving me more courage to keep on, to continue getting to connect with more people. The moment I get rejected by anyone, the moment I feel that this person does not need my business, now it gives me a chance to move on to the next person. So fear of rejection is something very normal. So again, we have something called fear of failure. You fear that you might fail in this business. Now, that is also normal, but at least give yourself a pat on the back because you have already gotten that account. You have started the business. But if you fail in this business, then it is going to be a lesson. If you don't really succeed very fast in this business, it means that there are some mistakes that you made when you're starting the business, and you're now trying to fix those mistakes. So fear of failure is something that is very common. Don't fear it. Don't fear failure itself. Fear not taking action. Okay. Now this is Jack Ma. He says that I failed a key primary school test 2 times. I failed 3 times for middle school. For 3 years, I tried, failed in universities. So I applied for jobs 30 times, got rejected. I went to even KFC when they came to China. 24 people went for the job. 23 people accepted. I was the only one who got rejected. I applied for Harvard for 10 times, rejected. I think we have to get used to rejection. The only thing is never give up. So you see, Jack Ma failed so many times. He was rejected so many times, but that did not stop him from pursuing his dreams. He's now the chairman of Alibaba. He's also the richest man in China. Guys, this is to show you that it is very possible that sometimes as you try to make the dots connect, try to join the puzzle, sometimes you're going to find yourself making mistakes. Sometimes you're going to fail. Sometimes you're going to be rejected. Sometimes you're going to feel frustrated. But it is very normal. But the only thing that you're supposed to do is to keep on going, keep on building your business, keep on talking to more people, keep on showing the plan, and eventually everything is going to fall into place for you. Now, success is not built on success. It is built on failures and frustration. It is built on fears that you have to overcome. Probably say fear of rejection, the fear that you had to be rejected by so many people. When you take it very positively, you start connecting with more people. Anytime you get someone rejecting your business, you just look at that person and say to yourself that you don't know what you're going to miss, but I'm going to move on to the next person. And if you're going to develop such kind of an attitude, then you're going to become unstoppable. You're going to develop something called an unstoppable character. Now, one thing that you need to know is that fear and rejection is not supposed to be the two barriers that are going to hinder you from achieving your goals, because you have something called your why. Use the chat box and type in why. What is your why? your why is your reason why you are doing this business. Why did you first of all decide to connect with better version of yourself? Why did you decide to go and raise capital for you to build a business that it is going to eventually take care of you? It is because you have a strong why. There are people who are in this meeting, and I know very well that they have a strong why, a strong belief system that one day, one time, they're going to build their dream home. They're going to build their own condominiums. They're going to build their own dream mansions. I know there is someone who is also in this meeting somewhere, knowing very well that the only solution, the only way they're going to buy their dream cars is by doing this business. It is because it is a serious why. It is because you have a strong why that you're going to travel with our business. It is because you have a strong why you're going to have so many savings in your accounts, because you have a strong why. A why is a reason. Use the chat box and type the word reason. A reason for you to build this business. A reason to keep on pushing despite all the challenges and the setbacks. You have a strong why. Your goals, your ambitions, because what you seek is financial freedom. Use the chat box and type in financial freedom. What you seek is financial freedom. And you're not ready to throw all your goals and your dreams under the bus, because you know clearly that if you keep on pushing, if you keep on building your business in the right way, if you keep on sharing the opportunity, if you keep on connecting people to our business, you're eventually going to achieve all your goals, all your desires of your heart, because you have something called a strong why. We are all seeking to get financial freedom, good health, time freedom, and those are the most basic things in the world right now. And your why is going to be what is going to help you now surpass all the challenges that you're going to face in our business. Now, your why is going to help you become your own boss. Why this business? Because you will eventually become your own boss. You are in a business that you can work from anywhere, because it is a portable business. This is a business that is going to give you freedom. You'll be able to enjoy your time. You buy back your time. Use the chat box and type in buy back your time. Buy back your time. You see, there are so many people who don't have time. Yes, you have 24 hours, but you spend your entire 24 hours trying to work for someone, trying to enrich your boss. Now, this business is going to help you get time freedom. Now, the business is also going to give you something called law of leverage. Use the chat box, type the word law of leverage. What is leverage? Leverage is the ability to work less and less, either by having people or money working for you. Imagine the system that you have. If you build a team, if you build a left sales force, a right sales force, you are going to enjoy something called law of leverage. I think law of leverage is just the same as the law of gravity. If you take a pen, you hold it, you raise your hand and hold your pen on top, and you let the pen fall down. That is what we call the law of gravity. Then the law of leverage is also the same. It is a very powerful force. Imagine making 4,800 on a daily basis, making 4,800, making around 4,800 times 2 in a day, times 3, times 4, times 5, or making it 10 times in a week. That is what you're going to benefit from our business. Now, again, I want us to use the chat box and type in attitude. What is attitude? Attitude is the way you perceive things, the way you feel, the way you do things. Attitude is very important in our business. And the first attitude that you're supposed to have is a good learning and listening attitude. The ability to learn. For you joining our meeting tonight, it shows you that you have a good learning and listening attitude. You are here to learn. You have a capacity. Like today, I was listening to Jim Rohn, and I've learned so many powerful things. In fact, he managed to define to me, he defined that philosophy means what you know. Philosophy, the meaning of philosophy is it means what you know. So he says that you need to work on your philosophy. what you know. And he also says that what you don't know is going to hurt you. Now, if you have a good learning and listening attitude, just know that you're working on your philosophy. So the moment you improve your philosophy, what you don't know gets to become something that you pursue to at least know something. You get to learn how to get contacts through the farm message, through the farm method, by writing your contacts down, by becoming someone who is a great ambassador of our opportunity, by presenting the business to as many people as possible, by gathering contacts, by closing more deals, by following up, by getting more people to join our business. And you will only have, you only manage to do all these things by having something called good learning and listening attitude. Use the chat box and type in GLLA. That is what we call the first attitude, GLLA. Good learning and listening attitude. The second attitude is attitude of gratitude. What is the meaning of gratitude? Kukua na gratitude ni kukua, yani I don't know how I'm going to define it, but attitude ni kukua na shukrani. You are in a position where you are satisfied with at least whatever you have. Having an upline who's calling you, having someone who is guiding you in the business, you need to have something called attitude of gratitude. At least before you start your day, tell God, thank you for everything that you have done to me. Thank you for giving me such an opportunity. Thank you for the business opportunity. Thank you for such an upline who's going to mentor me in the business. Thank you for connecting me with destiny connectors. Thank you for connecting me with great minds who are guiding me to the right direction. So having something called attitude of gratitude, it is very important. Sometimes I meet champions or downlines who lack something called attitude of gratitude. They're always complaining, oh, my upline does not show up. My upline does not do this for me. My upline has not done this. You see, that is not an attitude of gratitude. You see, whatever your upline has already done so far, by getting you signed up in such a business, he has done more than enough. So you need to have an attitude of gratitude, telling people that at least I got connected to such a business like this. Okay. The next one is positivity. Use the chat box and type in positivity. An attitude of a positive attitude. Okay. You see, sometimes we face a lot of negative energy. Sometimes you watch the television, people are fighting, there are a lot of chaos. The government, yes, is not doing what and what. There are also other people who are trying to tell you that, oh, that business that you've started is not going to work out. You're supposed to avoid negative people. Negative people are the dreams. They are going to steal your dreams, because we always told that opinion is the cheapest commodity that we have in the world. And if you keep on taking people's opinions, then eventually you'll buy their lifestyle. So don't take other people's opinions, more so negative opinions. Keep on building your business. Keep on connecting with new contacts on a daily basis, and eventually it will soon make sense. Now, smile all the time as you talk to your prospect, as you talk to your upline. Smile. Just acha kukunja sura. Stop making a frown face all the time. Always smile. Appreciate everything that you get. Appreciate the great economy that we have so far. So always smile. The last one is discipline. What is discipline? Discipline is the bridge between accomplishing your goals. Now, discipline is being in a position where you know what you're supposed to do and doing even if you don't feel like. Right now, we are in our 90 days game plan. Discipline is a key factor in our business so far, a key factor in this season. Because if you don't discipline yourself, you will find yourself falling off. You see, 90 days requires you to put in activities, more activities. You need to keep on doing. You need to do more. You need to get more calls. You need to do more calls. You need to see more prospects. You need to share the business more. And that is only possible through discipline. The discipline of waking up and showing up for early birds. The discipline of getting contacts without being pushed by anyone. The discipline of going there online, doing something called farm, find, add message. That is a discipline. The discipline of not stealing money from your guests. The discipline of you have to show up regardless of how you feel, regardless of what is happening around us. Discipline is very essential in this season of 90 days game plan. And if you don't install discipline, then what you don't want is not going to be what you don't want is not going to be an option. It is going to be something that you always come across all the time. You see, if you're disciplined, then you try and solve so many problems that are going around. If you have a challenge with your money, if you're not making enough money, then you just need to install discipline and everything else is going to work out for you. If you feel that your business is trying to get into a deep dive, then you need to realize that you're not disciplined enough for the business to pay you. You also need to discipline your disappointments. Sometimes you get rejected. Sometimes you're expecting people to pay and join you very fast, but you realize that these people are not paying. You need to discipline that disappointment. Discipline is the only secret recipe that is lacking in your business. Just that little discipline. The discipline of waking up, the discipline of getting contacts, the discipline of representing the business, the discipline of getting personal development. You have to grow on a daily basis. Discipline is an attitude. If I find someone who's not doing the right thing, then they're not disciplined. They don't respect themselves. Now, the difference between wanting and achieving is discipline. Do you want something? Yes. Are you ready to achieve it? Yes. Then you need to install discipline and everything else is going to work out for you. The next thing is believe in yourself. Use the chat box and type in I believe in myself. Use the chat box, just type I believe in myself. Now, what do we mean by belief? Now, you see, we always say that we believe in God. You believe in a superpower, a power greater than anything else in the world. Believe. Sometimes you even believe on things that you even don't see. One thing that I want to tell you is that, first of all, believe in our company. We are in a company that will never let us down. Imagine this company has been in existence for now 19 years strong. Kama hii kampuni ingekuwa binadamu, saizi ingekuwa ishapata kitambulisho na iko huko nje inaenjoy. So guys, we are in the best business and we are in the best company. There is no day you're going to register someone in the system and you find that you've not been paid. There is no day that you're going to invite your guests to come and see the business opportunity, they pay, and they say that they never get an account, unless people are doing their own things. First of all, believe that you are in the best company, a company that has been in existence for 19 years. Imagine 19 years strong. Next year, we're going to be celebrating 20 years of a company being very resilient. 19 years of resilience, 19 years of daily payout, 19 years of expansion, 19 years. Imagine 19 years. Ikumaanisha kama saizi ndio umefika 21 years, hii kampuni manzee imekuwa hata before hata uzaliwe. Ukizaliwa ukiwa 3 years, bado kampuni ilikuwa ina exist. In 2025, we still have a very powerful company. And guys, keep on doing the business because good news. I want to tell you that some good news are loading. You've seen that there is a new package that is being introduced. Imagine such a package that is going to change the way we've been doing the business. Things are going to be so great. and we are going to make so much money together. Again, believe in our products. The products that we have, the company has produced world-class products. Personally, I enjoy the products on a daily basis. I get to use C24/7. I take 2 in the morning. I enjoy coffee when I'm in my office. I enjoy coffee. In the evening, I also get to take some 2 C24/7. Sometimes I take D Supreme, sometimes I take C Supreme. I enjoy all kinds of products. Sometimes I take my Choco. So we have breakthrough products. Those people who are not using our products, they are missing out on a lot of great things. These products are going to help you get something called longevity. You see, kama unataka kuishi maisha mrefu, unataka kukua forever young, then use our products. Keep on using our products. Use our products on a daily basis. You see, on a daily basis, we are attacked by things we call free radicals, air pollution. The last time I was doing a training at Caxton House, I told people that just inhaling tear gas, those are free radicals. That is air pollution. Taking processed foods. Leo umeamua umekula chips, umekula fried chicken. Umeenda mahali umekula tu kitu yoyote, you don't know imepikwa aje, you don't know whether that food is organic or it's not organic, it's processed. You see, sometimes you feel unasikia njaa, instead of when the body is asking for a banana, you give it a soda. How do you get those chemicals out of your body? By using these breakthrough products. So always use these products, and one day, one time, you're going to find that you worked on your health, and that's why you have a stable immune system. Now, believe in your upline. Use the chat box and type in believe in your upline. And as I'm saying that you have to believe in your upline, believe in that upline who is properly guiding you. There are uplines who are not properly guiding you. You need to avoid them as fast as possible. If you find that your upline is engaging in unethical behaviors, you need to report that. That is what we call loyalty. If you find that your upline is not guiding you in the right direction, then you have a right of moving on to the next upline who is on top of your upline. You see, leaders join first and leave the last. And if you are an upline who is not leading, then you are destroying so many people's business. So you need to be led. You need to accept to be led by a leader. A leader is someone who has seen what you've not yet seen. A leader is a visionary person. An upline is supposed to be a visionary leader. You see, leaders have the capacity to see visions. They see things that don't exist and eventually pass them down to you through something called duplication. You see, if your upline never joined the business, then you will never have an upline. You might never have joined our business. So every time you meet your upline, sometimes just take your time and tell them, upline, thank you. Whatever you have instilled in me is very powerful. Just tell your upline, thank you. I want us to do an activity. Twende pale kwa group ya Unstoppable Empire. I want you to go and type, thank you upline. Na hapo mwisho ya upline, andika jina ya huyo upline wako. Enda uandike, thank you upline so and so. Twende pale kwa group saizi. Twende pale kwa chat box ya groups, either twende Unstoppable Empire, either A or B. Just go and type, thank you upline so and so. Muite jina yake. Twende saizi sisi wote. Twende hapo kwa chat box. Yes. Just tell your upline thank you. Because if it was not your upline, haungekuwa hapa. I can see so many people who are engaged. Thank you. Thank you, upline Ibrahim. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Hesbon. Let's go. Twende pale sisi wote. Let's engage. Let's go. Kila mtu. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Sioleni. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you, Chris Minor. Thank you, Halida. Thank you, Joseph Mbugwa. Thank you, Lillian. Thank you, Marianne. Twende. Let's go. All of us. Let's create a wave of activities. Thank you, Dominic. Thank you, Mutongoi. Thank you, Lena. Let's go. Thank you, Anami Brian. Thank you, Daniel Mwalimu. Thank you, Sir Philip. Thank you, Sio Peter. Thank you, Aplain Laban. Thank you, Maureen Joroge. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you, Patrick. Just have a word of gratitude. Okay. Thank you, Don Adriano. Thank you, CPA. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you, Macklins. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Mutongoi. Thank you, Joseph Mbugwa. Thank you, Bridget. Thank you, Kinara. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you, Lynn Peace. Thank you, Hesbon. Thank you, Joshua. Twende sisi wote kwa group ya Unstoppable Empire. Let's type. Kama huko kwa hiyo group, unichat uniambie. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Siondirangu. Thank you, Kulen Minor. Thank you, Stanislas. Thank you, Dominic. Twende sisi wote. Let's go, guys. Okay. Thank you, Mutongoi. Thank you, Meshach. Thank you, Denzel. Thank you, Felistas. Thank you, Abraham. Let's go, guys. Let's go to Stulie. Thank you, Philo. Thank you, Siotom. Thank you. Let's go. So kama huko kwa hiyo group ya Unstoppable Empire nitakuadd. Thank you, Siotom. Thank you, Kevin Wangare. Thank you, Mentor Daniel. Let's go. Thank you, Mwalimu Daniel. Let's go. Appreciate your upline. Let's go. Wengine wana type pole. Kwani simu zenyu ni za button? Thank you, Mwalimu Daniel. Thank you, upline Tom. Wengine wanafinyaje? Wanafinya pole jo. Finya hiyo kitu. Thank you, upline Joseph. Thank you, CEO Macklin. Thank you, CEO Tom. Thank you, upline Hesbon. Thank you, CEO Tom. Sasa unaona wenye hawajafinya sasa sita soma. Thank you, Laban. Thank you, CEO Tom. Thank you, John. Thank you, upline Anami. Thank you, CEO Peter. Thank you, upline Alex Maitai. Thank you, Denzel. Thank you, upline Lenny. Thank you, upline Martin. Thank you, CEO Mutongoi. Thank you, Miss Maureen. Haya, tumalizie hapo. Okay, make sure you appreciate your upline. Kama si your upline wako, saizi manze ungekuwa kwa shida. Thank you, CEO Tom. Wacha niangalie Unstoppable B, tuone kuna nani huko. Haya, huku pia kuna watu. Nani wengi? Sicheze. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you, Adriano. Thank you, Siondeti. Thank you, Paris. Thank you, Hesbon. Thank you, Ndegwa. Thank you, Abedi. Thank you, Dominic. Thank you, Jackson. Abedi, Nelson, Macklins, Lucas, Kulen, Siotom, Jackson. Thank you, Nelson. Thank you, Washington. Yes. So always appreciate your upline because they sacrifice to join the business so that one day, one time, you connected to this business. Were it not for your upline, so many dreams, so many lives would have been crushed. So always appreciate your upline. From today, as you're talking to your upline, usimuite tu na jina yake, muite upline. Kuwa na heshima. Mimi nikiongea na upline wangu, nikiongea na mtu kama Kule, nikiongea na mtu kama Mike, I call them upline, I call them mentor. I want them to feel that you have played a very big role in my life. If you never join this business, I will be a miserable person. If you never join this business, I will have been swallowed by this terrible earth. The other thing is always believe in your downlines. Your downlines, your champions, the people who are under your network. Whether they're giving you matches, whether they're giving you pendings, whether they're giving you whatever they're giving you, just believe in them. Because these people had to trust you for them to join your business. They had to make a very hard decision. They went through struggles before they got the starting capital to join the business. So number one, always Put your downlines first. Sometimes forgive them. They don't know. Sometimes they give so many excuses. Sometimes they are very lazy. You know yourself. Sometimes you don't listen. Sometimes you're very ignorant. Sometimes you are faced with so many challenges. Sometimes you ask for money from your uplines. But guys, if you're an upline to anyone, either one person, two people, three people, even if you don't have anyone under your network, believe in them. Believe in your upcoming champions who are going to be joining your business. Just believe in them, because if you help them realize whatever they have, they'll eventually become a success because you believed in them. Believe in your cross lines. Imagine, most of us in this meeting, we are cross lines. I might be your upline, but I believe you have a cross line in this meeting. So long as we are in one team, be better version of yourself. We need to live. We need to exist as brothers and sisters. We need to share the love. We need to be very compassionate, because this person is from my team. I need to always say hi. You see, if you meet your cross line, if you meet someone who is in our team, msalimie, mwambie niaje, hello classmates, hello champion, hello upline, hello grand upline, hello kiongozi, jambo mingi, msalimie, usimpite tu hivyo. There is a reason why we are in one team, because without this team, hatuwezi kukuwa na vision moja. You see, the vision of this team is to create over 50,000 self-made multi-millionaires in the connected economy by giving people the opportunity and the right systems to become a new global generation CEOs with an amazing lifestyle. Bila hiyo vision, hatuwezi kuwa na macross lines. Bila hiyo vision, hatuwezi kuwa pamoja, all our 200 and something participants who are watching today. Without that vision, then we know we don't have any mission. So guys, from today, love your cross line. Sometimes it might be a bit hard to work with your champions or your downlines, but you can work with your cross lines. Probably your cross line kuna kitu yenye anajua yenye wewe haujui. Seek, pale kwa Biblia, Matthew 7:7 nasema, seek and you shall find. Knock and the door is going to be opened. So seek the information from your cross line. Hata kama ako kwa ofisi gani, unaweza enda umuulize, hapa unafanyaje? Mimi kuna vile hapa nasikia nimekwama, naweza fanyaje? So seek. Okay? And guys, believe in yourself. Now I want us to take at least the next 1 minute to appreciate yourself. Twende pale kwa chat box. And I want you to give yourself an appreciation. I don't know how you're going to do it, but appreciate yourself. Thank yourself. Believe in yourself. Twende pale kwa chat box. Appreciate yourself. Yes, I believe in myself. Ebu jipatie maua saa hizi. Jipigie hata makofi. Jipigie hata makofi kabisa. Appreciate yourself. Twende pale kwa chat box. Shower yourself with love. I am the best thing that ever happened to me. Wow. I believe in myself. Appreciate yourself better. Mimi ningekuwa wewe, hey, I will appreciate myself extremely. Naweza ji appreciate vibaya sana. Jipende manze. I appreciate myself for the best decision that I ever made in this business. I believe and trust in myself. Jipige kifua. Wewe ndio uko. Wewe ndio ule mtu mnoma sana mwenye hujai patana na yeye. Imagine, ni wewe peke yako hujai jiona. Hata mimi sijai jiona. Najionanga tu kwa kioo, kwa videos. Imagine wewe peke yako na haujaijiona na unajipenda hivyo vyote. Imagine. So always believe in yourself. Okay? You see, when God created the earth, he created humans in his own image. So mtu akikuona hivi, he sees the power of, he sees how God is very, very creative. Hebu enda ujiangalie kwa kioo uone vile unakaa. Enda uone vile wewe manzee ni msee wa maana. Ona vile uko na attitude mzuri. Ona vile wewe ni msee wa maana. So always believe in yourself. Usiwahi sema huwezi. Usiwahi sema ati hauna, ati haujafika point yenye ati siwezi fanya nini. Believe in yourself always. And again, one thing that I also want to make sure that today I declare to each and every person is that personally, I'm a very spiritual person. I'm a true believer. Now, there's something that I learned. Not even si mbali sana. Juzi tu. There's a video nilionyeshwa na one of my leaders. Alinionyesha video, and there was this guy. He's a bespoke tailor. And kwa hiyo video, what I learned from this guy is that bila kudanganyana, one thing that really moved me from the video I saw is that kitu ya kwanza, huyu mtu akifika kwa ofisi yake, kitu ya kwanza ni kuomba. He prays. I couldn't even believe that such a person with everything that he has, kitu ya kwanza akifika kwa ofisi anafanya tu hivi, kwanza anaomba, anamaliza anaomba, then he continues to do whatever he's doing. And if you look around, this guy has everything. He has achieved a lot of success. Anajulikana sana. I don't want to give out a lot of credits, but that really moved me. Guys, from today, when you get to your office, hata kama unafanya hii biashara part time from wherever you are, first thing when you wake up, first of all, pray, say thank you, at least omba kidogo. I know of so many people who are going through shit and challenges, and it can only be solved through prayers. Najua saa zingine kuna mashetani mingi sana zinakuandama na wewe uko pale, utaki kuambia Mungu shida yako ni gani. See, even the Bible says that you have to cast your burdens unto him. Wewe umebeba mzigo ingine ngumu sana, ujielewi. Sometimes you feel like your business is not even growing. Sometimes you even feel discouraged. Saa zingine unakaa hivi unashindwa, mbona mimi sipate results? Mbona ni wale watu wanapata results, mimi sipate results? Mbona mambo haiendi hivi? And it is because you forget to pray. You forget to tell God of the challenges that you are facing. Yes, you see, you cannot solve laziness with prayers, but you can pray and tell God at least to help you get through out the laziness that you have. Akusaidie utoe uzembe, akusaidie uache mambo mingi. Saa zingine manzee uko na stress mingi zenye hata hazifai kuwa ni stress zako. It is because you forget to pray. Have faith. Acknowledge that there is a higher power, a greater force. Okay? Acknowledge that there is God. So that as you do your things, mambo inalainika. Sometimes uko na guests, anafaa kujoin, ile siku yenye anajoin anakupatia excuses. It is because you forgot to tell God that, Lord, you have to guide this person to be part of my team. I want this guy, when he's coming to join my business, asipatane na challenges, asipatane na msiba, asidevelop attitude mbaya. Sometimes you have to get closer to God. And that is one of the greatest secrets yenye mimi naweza sema niko nayo so far kwa hii maisha yangu. It is because I've seen the hand of God. For me to achieve everything that I have achieved, you might be seeing millions of money, but to me, it's God. It's God first. In the beginning, God first. Hiyo hewa yenye umejipatia, hiyo hewa hujajipatia, Hiyo hewa saizi bana inaweza katika mara moja ulemewe kupumua. Okay? Hiyo hewa jo, hiyo freedom yenye unasikia una enjoy jo, inaweza potea tu mara moja. Kila kitu kenye umefanyia kazi inaweza enda mara moja. But because of gratitude, si gratitude yenye uko nayo inabadilisha mambo mingi sana. So guys, from today make sure kisha ingia kwa hiyo training center, hata before kitu ingine ufanye tu, ukishaingia tu hivi ambia Mungu tu abariki biashara yako. Kama umekwama manze, kama unasikia mambo imefika mahali imegonga ukuta, just say a prayer, tell God what you want. Wewe mwambie tu. Hata mimi saa zingine manze nasikianga nimekwama jo, mimi kama kiongozi wenyu unaweza sikia nimefika point, nimesikia mambo haiendi vizuri pale tu kwa ofisi yangu pale, I just kneel down, I humble myself, I kneel down and I pray. 1 hour haiwezi isha, nakaanga hivi naona mambo imechemka. If you know, you know. Now, commitment. Use the chat box and type the word commitment. We are almost finalizing our training. There are 3 levels of commitment. Twende pale kwa chat box, type the word commitment. Type the word commitment. Now, there are 3 levels of commitment. You see, when I said that joining the business is just not enough, you have to commit yourself. You have to be committed to your business. The first level of commitment is I will try. The second level of commitment, I will do my best. And the last level of commitment is I'll do it whatever it takes. I'll do whatever it takes. So what is your commitment level? Mimi yangu is I'll do whatever it takes to succeed in this business. I'll do whatever it takes. If that is your level of commitment, type it on the chat box. Mine is I'll do whatever it takes. I'll never put my excuses in front of anything else. I'll do whatever it takes. Anytime I decide to do something, I'll do it my best. I'll do whatever it takes. Whether I'm going hungry, whether things are not working out for me, I'll do whatever it takes. And if you have such kind of a commitment, then everything else is going to work out for you. So give it 100%. Usibakishe hata kidogo. Usiseme ati utafanya 90%. Give it 100%. Now, excitement and energy. You need to have a contagious energy. Energy is supposed to be felt. There are times that you find a leader ameingia kwa ofisi and you see a leader and you say, wow, look at this leader. Look at the way this guy is so excited. Look at the way he's dressed. Look at his energy. Energy is contagious. Ukiingia kwa mlango ya ofisi pale, mashida zako zote zenye ulikuwa nazo sahau. Kama ulikuwa umekasirika, wacha ukasirika, smile. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. That is a quote by Winston Churchill. Enthusiasm ni kukua uko excited kila wakati. Kukua umechangamka kila wakati. Mimi utainipata nimefura. Utainipata nimekasirika. I'm always excited throughout my business life. Now, goal setting. Set your goals. In fact, kama bado hauja set goals zako, set your goals right now, guys. Set specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, timely goals. Specific, I want to achieve this and this. Measurable, give it a reasonable time. Achievable, yes, it is something that I can achieve. Realistic, are you really making sense? Give it time. Goal setting is very important. Mimi ndio nifike penye nimefika. I first of all decided to write all my goals down, so that anytime nikipata nimesahau, I go back to my goal list, naangalia ni nini nimeachieve. So kama sijaachieve kitu yoyote, naenda pale na naangalia, then I go back to work on it. I go back and work on it. Are you together, guys? All right. So skills. Now let's talk about skills. Now learn the skills. You see, such a training like this is supposed to be passed down to all your champions. Let all your champions go through this training. If you're watching these on YouTube, make sure that this video gets to all your champions and any person who's going to join your business. Always take down notes as you learn. Always have somewhere where you can write down, because in a sync, vizuri, in a sync over 70% if you write down notes. Master new distributor orientation, create a prospecting list, be organized, create a list where you can check your business, the way it's growing, people who are joining, invite on a daily basis, expose the presentation to as many people as possible on a daily basis, keep it short and simple, and always get solutions for people to see the presentation. Okay. The next one is, if you have a chance to sell the product, sell the business. Mindsetting, help people to shift their mindset. And we have something called some will join you, some won't. So what? On to the next. Not everybody is going to join your business. Not everybody is going to love your business. So some will join, some won't. So what? Next, please. So don't waste your time on trying to convince people. Just be the messenger. Don't be the message. Now, this is Muhammad Ali, not Muhammad Ali. This is Muhammad Ali. And he says, I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit, suffer now, and live the rest of your life as a champion. So you are a champion. Don't miss any kind of training. Sometimes it's going to be hard. Sometimes it's going to be very frustrating. But just know, anytime you face the challenges, it gives you some fuel to level up. So we are all champions of success. And I believe that all of us are all going to succeed in this business, so long as you don't quit, so long as that you give your business the best, so long as that you keep on moving forward. You see, sometimes we make mistakes, but repeating the same mistakes every day is what we call insanity. So I want to take this chance to appreciate each and every person for joining our meeting tonight. I believe in you guys. I know you guys are up to something great. Keep on doing your business. Tomorrow is a very powerful day of the month. Tomorrow is day 30. And imagine, hiyo mwezi imeisha tu hivyo. What I know is that after every end month, we have a new month. So whatever you never managed to achieve this previous month, just make sure that this coming month you improve. Give it your best, farm as much as possible. Find add message. Show the presentation to as many people as possible. Siri ni invitation. Hakuna siri ingine. Siri ni invitation. Invite, get people to join the business, help them start over. And we always say that repetition is the mother of all skills. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm super excited, super fired up. This is day 19 out of 90 days of intentional action. Guys, let's meet at the top, because at the bottom is overcrowded. Now let's have one person leading us with a word of prayer. Tumoja tufungie. Let's have one person close the meeting for us with a word of prayer.